Okay. So again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm not going to lie. I've been on a rant. I've been getting pissed off. Again, because of the level of injustice. So if you've been through a lot of injustice, well, you've got every single right to get mad. I'm going to light an incense stick. Right, so we've got discretion and conflict. Too much. Incense stick. Light it. Right. Literally. Hold on. Open the window. Get all that negative energy out. All the negative energy. So accumulate so much negative energy. So we've got these dirty, low vibrational masons who are performing satanic rituals, and what they do is they discreetly cause conflict. So we've got, well, they're that low vibrational, the fallen angels, they work at an extremely toxic, low vibrational frequency. And what they do is they deliberately bring conflict. They love it. They love to bring that into someone else's life, but when it backfires, they don't like it. Right? So basically, they're all right doing what they do. They're totally fine with that. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's really fine when they do that. It's totally fine. Hold on. It's totally fine. They can get away with absolutely anything because they're in this secret group. Yeah. They want it to be totally discreet, though. They don't want the general public to know that they're extremely low vibrational, they're satanic, they worship Satan or Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. That's what they do. They worship the fallen angels. You send the Most High. So what they want to talk about, yeah, when they're on screen, you know, in front of everybody. Hold on. Is God. They want to talk about God. Sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is Archangel Metatron. Yeah, anybody else in the general public, yeah, who is researching, yeah, the Most High and trying to gain a closer connection to the Most High, yeah, going on that discovery, yeah, and the ones with this help and healing, the ones who want to help with this healing and help others heal, they discreetly cause conflict to them and they think it's hilarious. So basically what they are, these dirty low vibrational masons, is a large group, gang affiliation, cult or coven, whatever they want to call themselves, and they destroy. They're very destructive. Recuperate. So they're in recuperation, honesty. They got to start being honest about what they are doing. They are not here to represent God, the Most High, Jesus Christ, or sacred geometry. They're actually here to play gangster and mafia. Yeah, that's all it's about. Gangster, mafia, gang stalking, following, bringing conflict, drama, yeah, illusion, creating a lot of illusions and confusion. So chaos magic, conflict magic, drama magic, upheaval. Upheaval. And then what they do when you're trying to stand up and defend yourself, because it is a large group, and I mean it's an extremely large, ever-expanding group of bullies. Yeah, a group of bullies who act all posh, privileged, you know, prim and proper, but behind closed doors, they're a group of bullies in a large group. And if one person stands up, yeah, for voices their opinions, yeah, or any line of work doing with the Most High, you know, angels, demons, stuff like that, They don't like that. Restrain. So what they will do is they'll create illusions, create upheaval time and time and time and time again. Uproot, chaos, trauma. Then what they will do is they will come through your door after performing these satanic rituals, conjuring up demons, and then they will restrain you. Vision. They don't like anyone who's got visions, psychic visions, visions from the Most High. They don't like that. They don't like that. Diplomacy. Anyone who has a diploma, whatever that may be in, they don't like anyone who's got a diploma. And basically, if anyone's studying angelology, demonology, and stuff like this, yeah, they don't like that. Confusion and deception, because they're very deceptive, right? They create a lot of illusions and confusions. And then anyone else who's got any diplomas in any type of areas like them, with angelology, stuff like that, they will literally come up against them in a large group, which is known as gang stalking, bullying, outnumbering, overpowering, and abusing their power position time and time and time and time and time and time again. Anyone who they view as strong, we've got quiet strength. Anyone who they view as strong, yeah, and they will come up against that one person in a large group. It's been going on for years and years and years and years and years. It's called a human hunting party. If you believe in God, the Most High, yeah, and again, you are discovering you're having some sort of psychic visions and downloads, and they don't like that. They will hunt and they will gang stalk you, share, and they will tear you down. They will traumatize you and bully you in groups that are absolutely sinister. They're absolutely sinister. They're absolutely sinister. They don't want to create a change in the world. Danger of loss. They just want everyone to lose everything. Success. So if you're successful in anything, and you're getting like a diploma, they instantly get jealous of someone who's tried to gain some sort of success in their own way throughout life. Anything where someone is successful and they've achieved that level of success on their own, single-handedly, they will team up in a large group and they will tear that person apart, because they're like, we don't like that strength of yours. Yeah, quiet strength. We don't like that strength of yours. Mirror magic. Someone envies you and is trying to steal your essence to become a mirror image. So probably doppelganging, instant karma and divine protection. They will receive instant karma for anything they try to do to you. Divine protection, you are protected by divine beings. They see what you are unable to see and cut it off before it can reach her. So we've got Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, and this clan giving that divine protection. They can see what you are unable to see and try and cut that off before it gets to you. All these attacks, is doing candle magic, time and time again, they sit there doing stupid candle magic. Then what they do in front of the general public, yeah, in their ceremonies, they will hold a white candle, make out like they're all holy and they love God. Meanwhile, they're doing a lot of black magic and witchcraft. Mirror work, you just can't make it up. Somebody's using mirror work to bring problems and issues. Then there's doing a love binding spell. Somebody's working to have your soul tied to them. So basically, there's doing a lot of binding, soul tying, trauma bonding, and then doing competition magic. Someone feels the need to compete against you. That is the motivation they do. So basically, there's a full group, a large group, and a large gang ganging up, competing against one person, spiritually attacking that one person, spying, and then after all this black magic, mirror magic, candle magic, trying to drain that person, trying to do all these love binding spells, soul tie, they are literally using divination tools to pry into your life for their advantage. And then there's like, oh, we've got to do some reversal magic. Yeah, after all these spiritual attacks, legion of demons, putrid. And then after conjuring a legion of demonic spirits and launching spiritual attacks, then what they do is they try and bind you Binding spell. Somebody's using spell work to keep you from using your personal power. Then they launch a family curse. Somebody's using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. So they will literally, we've got protection. You are protected. What they have planned for you will not work. So no weapons formed against me will ever prosper. Although these weapons may form, they will never prosper fully. So I rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is King. So they're literally, because they're into that much black magic, right? They will bind you. Try and bind you in spirit, spiritually attack you, try and block that third eye and ability to manifest. Bind you to stop you from defending yourself, conjure up a legion of demons, then do a lot of hexing and cursing and constantly conjure up demons and bind that person to stop themselves from defending themselves from conjuring up a legion of demons. So it's like they just want people to get demonically possessed. It's putrid what they do. It's absolutely putrid. Recuperation. So they're in recuperation, rebirth and turmoil. So basically, after all that turmoil, they wasn't expecting that person to go through a rebirth. So there could be an attempted murder, it's maybe a physical assassination of character, an attempted murder via black magic, and doing a curse. So we've got mature man and official person and coffin. And great fortune. Distant horizons, false person, imprisonment, official person. Yeah, so we've got a group of officials who's literally tried to end someone, do either inheritance job, an insurance job, and assets. They've done some sort of assets. They've tried to seize that great fortune, acting all fake and false. Yeah, getting in this corrupt government organisation and stealing absolutely everything off anyone they can, and then murdering them and covering it up. So a lot of bank fraud, a lot of stealing people's inheritances, signing on leases and legal documentation, people's signatures, probably doppelganging, fake ID, and I was getting quite possibly voice recording. So tapping into that person's phone who they've done it to, yeah, tapping into their phone, recording their voice, bank details and stuff like that. So when that person's on the phone and they're saying, look, my bank details is this, calling the local, like the bank or whatever, bank details is this is my PIN number, this is me date of birth, this is this, this is that, this is that. And because they're in a corrupt government organisation, they can get hold of your birth certificates, they can hack your phone, they can get hold of a photo of you, they can pose to be you. And what they do, because of that fake and that false, they will do false, fake legal proceedings. They'll all appear in front of a court, yeah, and then we've got sudden wealth in reverse and unexpected income. And I was thinking, yeah, bad health. Basically, what they would do is they would get some sort of psychologist, psychiatrist, doctors, nurses, the one who's speaking this truth, or they're trying to bump on off, who outs them. This is why they're trying to block that third eye. All right. This is why they're trying to literally block that third eye, and they don't like anyone who's got a vision. Psychic attacks. So they're doing this to a psychic, and then the one who's psychic and outing them, they're saying, "Oh, we'll give you money. Label this person, Mr. Doctor, Mr. Nurse, doctor, nurse, psychologist, and psychiatrist. Label them as bad health." So we've got mature man, main female, and child. So this main female could be this mature man's child. They could be doing it to this mature man, could be doing this to her own son or daughter, could be linking, yeah, courtship in reverse, pathway, toil and labour in reverse, and then courthouse. So could be doing this to own son or daughter. Then we've got privileged lady and journey in reverse, and poverty in reverse, and occupation. So this so-called privileged ladies' occupation could be working in social services. So they thought, oh, we'll get some corrupt social service worker to harass and do some fake falsified court proceedings, create a distraction, bring a lot of stress, trauma, harassment, and getting on that gang stalking. Will give their social worker a cash bonus to appear in a courtroom and she knows all about an attempted murder. She's been involved with this official, this mature man, male, female, and child or children. Change, concern, and gift. House in reverse. And then wealthy man in reverse. So basically, they did that because they wanted to become privileged lady and wealthy man. They wanted to take a gift of a home, force a change in some law enforcement where they just force and abuse their power time and time again. So forcing power of attorney, forcing this and that, and then literally the one who's speaking this truth after doing all this black magic and God knows what else, an attempted murder, probably attempted murder, not just physically, by assassination, physically by poisoning, but spiritually and energetically by using black magic. Label that person as mentally unstable after doing all this demonic attack and binding spells and a shit ton of spiritual attacks, appearing in the court, call that person incompetent, force power of attorney, sign legal documentation, split the money, use this so-called privileged lady, or make out like this feminine is going to become privileged if she was to play a part in this gang stalking. Bad elf in reverse, and she's stuck there thinking, we've got expectation and community in reverse. So maybe if there's some sort of psychic when they're trying to spiritually attack, maybe just constantly expecting attack after attack after attack after attack after attack. And they're expecting to label this person as bad health so they can take control of apps. Yes, no way, great fortune. And have that, yeah. And then we've got official person, despair, coughing. The false high honour, wealthy man in reverse. They're not really high honour. Could be linking to a family member who's inside of this, and they are literally concerned because they're like, look, we've got family members who work in law enforcement. We think we should be able to get away with this. I was thinking, change all that because this family has been doing it for very many years, and they time and time again have abused their power position and forced power of attorney over many people and tried to bump one of their own family members off when they come into some sort of great fortune. Then what there's doing, is trying to get people on the hate train to project a lot of negative energy, hate, anger, stitching someone up. We've got imprisonment in reverse. So the one they've stolen from, they don't want to see. We've got poverty in reverse. Then come out of poverty, sudden wealth. Then we've got message. So it could be mail fraud, postal fraud, some sort of check. Yeah. And then we've got unexpected income, theft, lover. So it could be an ex involved, child labour, or a couple involved. A couple involved. Someone who works in social services, so a masculine and a feminine who works in social services, who thought, was not having that. So we've got social services and corrupt government officials getting in on theft. Mature man, house in reverse. Yeah. And an immature female on the distant horizon. Yeah, this is what they want to make out. Go to the judge and say she's immature. She's immature. What after them doing all this black magic and trying to do hexes and curses, and then doing psychic attack, physically spying, gang stalking, and spiritual spying, monitoring spirits, entities, demons, binding somebody, doing generational curses. 1919. So he's going to look into 1919. They are wanting to be seen as some sort of mafia, social services, there's police forces, councils, mafia. Oh, it's all right. We work in the government. You know, we've got a badge. We've got a badge. We've got a lanyard. We can get away with what we want. We've got an hammer. You know, we've got judges hammer. We've got a couple of corrupt judges. They just and do fake, falsified court proceedings after doing generational curses. Stop these attacks so they can't see these attacks. So these attacks. And then with that undetected coming on out, they could be using some sort of poisoning, yeah. So that person just slips away in sleep state, and then they'll just put it down to maybe a drug overdose or something like that. In summary, the angel number 1919 is a symbol of creativity, practicality, and hard work. So basically, there's not liking someone else's hard work. Then we've got angel number 1919 is a sign that good news and opportunities will present themselves to you soon. This angel number is amplified energy from numbers 1 and 9, which corresponds to new beginnings and intuition, but they're trying to block that intuition. We don't want you to intuitively know that was gang stalking you, spiritually attacking you, doing black magic, hex and curses, deliberately trying to cause more and more turmoil, more pain, more trauma, binding you to try and stop you defending yourself, doing these hex and curses. So they bind them first. They bind you first. They bind you, then doing conjuring up demons, then hex and curses, and try to block that third eye so you can't see these demons, so you can't get rid of these demons. Yeah, so they're trying to stop that journey in reverse, and I want to end that journey. Courthouse, going to the courthouse because, well, they're thinking, hey, up there, we're all going to get done. Yeah, they're sick. They're all sick. Taking some sort of mail, a gift, message, gift. Yeah, and then we've got coffin in reverse. They actually attempted murder. So we've got overseas or attempted murder of child. They're not even bothered about this line. I went like literally. And then wanting to avoid prison. Probably child abduction, acting really unconcerned, this community of corrupt law officials, when you call on up to these local police force, like Humberside Police, because obviously you're absolutely traumatised, and obviously if you've had your kids snatched and they keep trying to end you and your child or children for your own inheritance, yeah, and they act like really unconcerned. We've got mature man and child, right? So we've got an old, elderly, mature, so-called mature man who's acting like a 5-year-old child, spoiled little brat. I want one of those. I should have that. I'm going to get in some big gang stalking and come up against one person. I don't want to make a change in the world. Unofficial now. There's losing this job. They're going down for life. Right, courtship and occupation. So basically, the one who's doing it to, they are literally, someone's occupation is to try and court or date this person, to try and get on in, to assassinate that person. How is she getting into that house? Unexpected income. So basically, that is prostitution or some sort of rent boy. So basically, they're trying to pay someone to court or date the one who they're stealing off, which is actually prostitution. So that is actually carrying on the stalking. Yeah, so there's condoning that stalking, which is putrid. Get on in there, try and date this person. Yeah, what do they want to do when they get in there, spirit? Toxic. They're getting toxic, more and more toxic, the spirit. Oh, it's just making me feel sick. Street fight. Get on in there. Start a fight with them. Yeah. And then literally, we'll all come in and we'll restrain. Yeah. Get on in there. Get on inside of that house. Date this masculine or feminine. And they're all doing over. And then what we'll do is then we'll all, like, literally, you try and end this person inside of their house and open this front door or the back door, and we'll all get in there and we'll restrain that person and we'll murder them. They're going to lose everything they've stolen. They're making out like that person is unfit after everything what they've done. They're making out like that person is unfit. Age 50 to 55 or upwards. So basically, there's older masculines involved in this bullying and gang stalking. Now, apparently, when you get to 55 50, 55, 60, you're supposed to mellow. You're supposed to mellow. But we've got these older masculines, 50, 60 plus, yeah, still in to committing gang crimes, yeah, and gang stalking and doing all this shit, yeah. So they need to grow up. They need to grow up. Yeah, they're all about the money, what's not even theirs. How dare they? How dare they? Toxic. They're extremely toxic and have been toxic majority of their life. So they've joined this dirty, corrupt government organisation, yeah, maybe at 25, 25, 25. 25, 25. So 25 could be significant. And for 25 years plus, they've been nothing but pure toxic. And they don't want to change. They don't want to turn to Jesus. Well, they talk about like it's something to do with God, but it's not. No, it's not. It's not. They're pure toxic. They're toxic and stuff to the general public. Yeah, and yet they come up against someone who's anointed. Angel 2525 is a sign that changes are coming and you should be ready for them. It is a reminder that you can rely on your guardian angels to help you navigate through these changes. The number is made up of powerful numbers 2 and 5, which symbolise duality, change, and respectively. Some people believe that seeing this number is a sign that their twin flame is either near or about to enter their life. This number is also a message of hope for a better future and a reminder to believe in oneself. But what they want is they don't want that person to believe in themselves. They want to quieten that person's strength. And cause that trauma, that turmoil, and keep sending toxic people towards them. Toxic. There's like a toxic gas mask, toxic. There could actually be poisoning involved with toxic chemicals, toxic substances. There's a piece of melon on a sticker I've been drinking. So basically, they could be wanting to come on in, go date this masculine or feminine. Yeah, come on in, go on in. Yeah, we've got jail time, they're going to jail. Basically, again, that is a form of prostitution. If they're sending someone deliberately towards someone, knowing that they're stealing some sort of inheritance and they're getting paid to do that, that is rent, boy. That is prostitution. Yeah, so we're getting paid. Oh, come on, we'll have a drink and that. I'll bring a few beers round, you know, we'll have a nice drink. We'll have a nice drink and what have you, and then boom. Premeditated murder. Put something in that drink. Wow. Then they're just working with some sort of water deities. Could be planning a knife attack, so gun attack, machete attack, knife attack, go on in and then do some sort of knife attack. Or they could be doing a hex and a curse. So something's involved with knives, a hex and a curse, and some sort of toxic substances, either with drugs, what has been laced with some toxic poison, drink what's been laced with toxic poison, and then sending some sort of military men in to do that, poisoning somebody. Check in, give him a message, make out like you love them. Make out like you love them. Tell them you're gorgeous. Oh, I can see you be my wife or my husband. And they're just sucking on that energy. Yeah, they just get off on it. They really get off on it because they're all psychopathic. They've got literally, they are all pure psychopaths. They think that playing mind games is hilarious. Yeah, to the general public, because there's got some military men involved, to the general public, right, after so many years, and if someone else was to do that to them, they'd have a mental breakdown. And to the general public, they would stand there in this so-called Andy's Man's Club and be like, oh, you know, feel sorry for me. Meanwhile, there's a large group of men all gang stalking one person and do black magic on one person. There's women involved as well, all doing black magic on one person to take absolutely everything. You're sending someone towards you, yeah? Jezebel spirit to fight you, someone with a Jezebel spirit. Check in, you know, call them flower, call them gorgeous, call them blossom. buzzing. Like a little bill. Bill could be significant. Bill could mean something. A B. Harassment. So basically, group chat proper pop in, and then we've got age 10 to 15. So basically, if they're doing this, they could be harassing child or children and doing black magic on the child or children, yeah, and proper harassing the children, playing mind games with the children as well. So you're telling me that there's fully grown men, 50, 55 upwards, and all different age categories, harassing a 10 to 15-year-old and using them in as tactics. That's disgusting, that is. Placing cameras inside of the home, so they could be getting people to try and date feminine or masculine, say, and someone who's inside of this, getting them to befriend these children, yeah, and place cameras inside of the home. Corrupt judges snatching children, yeah, and doing whatever they can to snatch these children. So they snatch the children, child abduction, get these police officers to come on in, restrain that person, and snatch these children. Camera. And watching through cameras, watching the children through cameras. So the child predators, there's paedophiles. A lot of these Freemasons are paedophiles. All right, so we've got some dirty old 50 odd year olds and above, dirty old ex-military, maybe still in the military, child sex trafficking, paedophiles, pedos. Disgusting. And they're miserable as fuck, and I'm thinking, no fucking wonder they're a set of paedophiles. And they're all linking to child sacrificing. They go to church, so it's linking to a church cult or coven. They go to church, make out like there's this, that, and the other, all holy. They snatch children. They're into money laundering and child sex trafficking and child sacrifice, taking these cults or covens down, low vibrational, low vibing, trying to stop that destiny. There's a married man stalking, so there could be a 50 odd and above married man involved in that stalking of maybe a woman or a masculine who's got children aged 10 to 15. All getting arrested. Predators is what they is. All stalking children and predatory on children. It's disgusting. And what they want to do is they want to hide evidence and make out like it's never happened. But, well, it has. And they all need to get dismantled. They all need to get disarmed. And they all need to get put in prison and outed for their dirty, evil, sinister acts. So there's probably been account hacking through phones, using the phone camera as a spying tool, and then creating fake accounts and messaging child or children. Now, it's been happening with me, stalkers, and my youngest daughter, because they was harassing and spiritually attacking me and my 4 children. My youngest daughter, because she was seeing demons and stuff like that, said, "Mammy, I'm scared." Yeah. Do these evil men in a large group need to intimidate children? Do they? Because that's all they do. Yeah, no thinking aloud. They don't like free thinkers. They don't like free spirited. Yeah. Oh, no way. We've got a military man there with a gun, and then we've got a piece of pizza. So it's linking to Pizzagate. Age 10 to 15, snatching these children, linkings to Pizzagate. Some sick stuff be happening. So it's linking to Pizzagate. This is disgusting. Linking to Pizzagate. Father involved in stealing inheritance. He's buzzing about it. He's absolutely disgusting. All about the money. Yeah. Predators, all about the money and snatching children and doing some sickening stuff. Do you know what? I can't cope with this shit. I can't cope with this shit. Raiding family members. Hopefully, these family members are going to get raided and all taken down. They're absolutely putrid. They're all pretending to be happy all over social media. Yeah. Even do this to children aged 5 to 10. Disgusting. Armed robbery. So they could be using these military and they could be using the police officers who's highly trained assassins to snatch these children, probably at gunpoint or have gunmen outside of the house, come through the house, restrain, pop the mother or father, whatever, take their inheritance, take these children, and that's it, and try and cover it up. I think it's disgusting. Yeah, I think it is disgusting. Then try and take the phone off them to stop them from asking for help. To stop them from asking for help. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They all need dismantling. I don't know how they can sit there and attend this freaking church and then stand there in front of this camera, in front of this cameras and broadcast themselves, make out like they actually are holy and they're all anointed. Meanwhile, there's sacrifices, snatching children and stealing inheritances. It's disgusting. Family members are literally wanting to steal all that inheritance because they're all about the money. Disgusting. They just want to go on a shopping spree, which is putrid. Absolutely putrid. So there is this corrupt police officers involved. They want to do that to try and raise their rankings, but they're going down in spiritual rankings for what they've done. I think it's absolutely disgusting. They're doing beauty spells, chaos spells, beauty spells, chaos spells, chakra magic, bullying in large groups. Bullying in large groups. You could have a YouTube channel if you've taken to YouTube to speak out about that. There's eyes here. We've got binoculars, eyes all over that channel, eyes all over your social media, constantly getting watched, knowing that there's hits out on that person's head. Gun crimes, all linking to gun crimes. Wonder how you know their plans. Street shooting, multiple fake accounts. So they want to message and watch from multiple fake accounts because that's all they do. But obviously they don't do this to the pedos. All right, they don't do this to the pedophiles. They could have shut these nonsense down a long time ago. They could have. It's out, stealing inheritance. Moon magic. So every single moon cycle, they're at it. So could be, we've got a corrupt solicitor. So corrupt solicitor is involved, a counsellor, every single moon cycle. We've got emergency. So you could have actually put, or this person has actually put an emergency call out and asked for help, and this police officers have been too putrid to help. Sending cranks who's mentally retarded. That's all it is. Oh, do it in groups. Yeah. Spies for spies, spy. Send assassins. Gun crimes. Keep stalking. Spies to spies, spy. Put an emergency call out. And they don't give a fucking damn. Oh, and then what they want is you to wear a poppy and give them honour and respect them after all the putrid things what they've done. I can't believe it. After all the putrid things what they've done. After everything. So he's going to receive some sort of, the one who's been through this is going to receive some sort of confirmation surrounding this case of these corrupt law officials and this bullying in groups and using chakra magic, shit to the black magic. They wanting to control. A karmic mother, stepmother could be involved. Who's trying to hire an assassin, a mother, to watch, to stalk and put hits out. So this could be ex's mother, or an actual mother, stepmother, foster mother, or a friend who is a mother who's disgusted. So there's going to be some sort of confirmation. Mother, who could be doing this to a mother. You know, usually these Masons will actually gang stalk and bully single mothers and their children to steal their inheritance, bump them off, and then they want everyone to, Masons involved, it's come out. Then they want everyone to wear a poppy and give them respect. Darlings, what they do to women is disgusting. Mother. Starting arguments over lies, multiple fake accounts. So assassins will start messaging from multiple fake accounts and they think it's hilarious. And then they want everyone to wear a poppy for them and give them the respect what they... Nah, darlings, I'm terribly sorry, right? But this is absolutely putrid. Then sending someone lying, saying they love you, when they're only there to use. Mason jar, there's a mason jar. So a strong Mason energy, a Mason jar, could be doing jar spells as well. Someone who was 5'7" could be involved. 5'7" could be significant. 4'6", doing chaos spells. Oh, it's actually making me feel sick. A dark warlock. Ugh, I'm just wanting. Maybe some mail should have been sent, recorded delivery, and someone signed for mail, something to do with recorded delivery. So maybe it was a check, recorded delivery, yeah, and they've took that. They've took everything. Jesus, we've got Jesus. Karmic father involved. Jesus. Doing chaos magic. Going to prison for life. Hire an assassin to watch. Getting a corrupt solicitor. Working with an assassin. A lot of an assassin vibes. So probably put multiple hits out on this person because they want the money. I can't believe it. I just can't. So some sort of military background. Wanting to know your every move. So that's stalking, gang stalking. Masons involved, trying to hide evidence, something to do with recorded delivery, trying to, like, literally, maybe this person who this gang stalk could have been this mother. Should have received some sort of mail inheritance, a check or something via post, recorded delivery, and that was never received. They took that, they signed for it, they cashed in on it, and then used that money to gang stalk and pay for black magic and do all that and assassinate and then restrain that person, snatch those children and take absolutely everything and do competition magic, binding spells, spiritual attack, mirror magic, a lot. It's disgusting, that is. I don't know how they can live with themselves. I really, really, really don't know how they can live with themselves. Deliberately trying to create blockages. I really don't know how they can live with themselves. I don't think they've got any remorse for what they've done because they're heartless and they are soulless. They've got no remorse. And then on top of that, yeah, there's launching financial attacks and then spying. So physical spying, spiritual spying. And they've got no remorse for it. They've really got no remorse. They really have no remorse. You are protected. What they have planned for you will not work. Return to sender. So keep practicing return to sender, praying, and everything will get returned back. It's literally exhausting me, just even thinking about how much of a battle this has been, or still is. How much of a battle this actually is. Danger. How much danger they put someone in. Misfortune, and how much misfortune one person has suffered at the hands of this gang. Who travel around and celebrate. Oh, they actually celebrated it all. There was party and all that. I can't believe it. Danger, they don't care. As long as they don't go through it, people, they're all right. They're all right. They're all right as long as they don't go through it. Celebrating and travelling around. So they want that money to be able to travel around, you know, act all posh and privileged. And again, they've got no remorse. They're disgusting. They don't regret what they've done either. They honestly don't regret what they've done. They're sick. One sick community. One sick community who wants to take a gift. A sick community. Poverty spells. High on it in reverse. Great fortune. And literally energy harvest. And have someone in absolute despair. And we've got a main female who's working to call that person. Yeah. And not and try and avoid and going to prison for it. I can't believe it. So trying to pay for illegal protection to stop going to prison, I literally think that every single one of them needs to serve the consequences for their actions, because that is awful. So probably someone from the ages of 10 to 15 or maybe just over has been involved or has been affected by this. A child, they could have used a child to take some sort of mail. They could have used a child to take some sort of mail. Yeah, message in reverse. They could have used a child. And then they want to pay for a lawyer or a solicitor to try and protect them. So they're paying for illegal protection, and they're paying for a lawyer, judge, or a solicitor to give them protection with stolen money. That is absolutely disgusting. The guilt, yeah, would eat me alive. The guilt would eat me alive. The guilt would eat me alive. The guilt would eat me alive. So they're literally getting the child or children knowing about this theft to play poverty, but had the money come to the rightful person, they wouldn't be playing poverty. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting what they're doing. They're absolutely disgusting. The guilt would eat me alive. The guilt would really, really eat me alive. And there's a lot of manipulation with child or children. Yeah, child. There's a lot of manipulation. Teenager manipulating. So this teenager could be over the age of 15 and then be manipulating the child or children under the age of 15. Yeah, try and change their thoughts, be all fake and false. Could have lived in that home, stole the mail, and manipulating the child or children to lie in the courtroom, bear false witness, because they want to avoid going to prison for mail theft, for some sort of mail theft. The guilt would eat me alive. The guilt would eat me alive. I can't even believe how far they're willing to go. And then paying for a hitman, which is disgusting. It's disgusting.